Welcome to Jewel Paradise Cove. My name is Charlene Sina and I'm the sales manager here on property, and I will be conducting our site inspection. Now as we begin, let me just give you some information on the property. Now we're located on 16 acres of land. We have a total of 225 rooms. Rooms are located in 9 buildings. So we have buildings that have view of the ocean and we have buildings that have view of the garden. So we're now about to enter our hotel lobby to observe the COVID protocols. So we do have the plexiglass that is right at the front that separates the guests from the front office agent. We're also a paperless resort, so once the guest checks into the hotel, we actually use a barcode to give them access to our property hub, which will give them all the information that they need to know. So you take your phone, you turn the cameras on, you access the property hub. It will give you information on our restaurants and our bars that are open, the entertainment schedule that we have going on. As we look around the lobby, we will note that our check-in is a seated check-in, so the guest is met on arrival. They're given cold towels and welcome drinks. We have our bell desk that is right located in this area. Then we come over to our tour desk. That is where you book your off-property excursion, and we also have our concierge desk. Now we're gonna head to our restaurants and our bars here on property, so you can follow me. We are now entering the Jade Samurai, which is our Asian restaurant. Now we have a total of 6 restaurants on property, but we have 8 dining experience. This is the Jade Samurai restaurant. It is the only restaurant on property that requires reservations. You can make your reservations at the Jade Samurai by using the property hub, or you can book it with the concierge. Now I did mention that we have 6 restaurants, but 8 dining experience, and this is one of the dining experience. This is the Golden Saber Sushi Bar, so the guests can order their sushi, they can have a seat, or they can order their sushi to go. Now we're headed out of the Jade Samurai restaurant, and we're going to take a look at 2 of the other restaurants that we have on property. Make our way to the Moonstone restaurant. We're passing the Sunken Treasure Bar. Now the Sunken Treasure Bar, it's 2 bars, one at the top, one at the bottom. So at the top, the bar is open till about 1 a.m. and this services the guests that are hanging out by the lobby, as well as the guests that are dining in the Jade Samurai restaurant and the Moonstone restaurant. Now we are entering the Moonstone restaurant. The Moonstone by Sophia is our Italian restaurant. So lovely food from Italy, made by our Jamaican chefs. So the Moonstone restaurant is our a la carte restaurant. We have 4 gourmet restaurants. This is one of the 4, the Moonstone restaurant. Now we have our standard wine that is included in our package, sparkling wine. However, if the guest wants to, something a little bit more upscale, they can definitely get the Moët & Chandon, the Don P. So we actually have a wine room that is located in this restaurant. So it's right over here. So you can choose from the wine list that we have on property. And you also get a little bit of the dining experience over this section, so because a little of the prepping that they do, you'll see a little action going on in this area. So we're going to head out of the Moonstone restaurant and we're going to take a look at the Coral Cafe, which is our buffet restaurant on property. So as we mentioned before about the Sunken Treasure Bar, we have the top area here that is open till about 1 a.m. But further down we have the swim-up pool bar, which is right over this section, that is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now speaking of pool areas, we have 3 main pools on property. So this is one of the 3 main pools. Each of them also has a whirlpool tub and a swim-up pool bar. So we are now looking at the Coral Cafe restaurant, which is our main area for dining. So we serve breakfast, lunch and dinner at the Coral Cafe. So let's take a closer look at this restaurant. So we have the different stations that are set up in the restaurant. So this is your dessert area. You also get your ice cream. But we also have a main stage that is on this restaurant. So this is also one of our main area for entertainment. So we have show times in this location on different days. So we'll either have a Silverbird Steel Pan Band performing, or we have a cabaret performance. Now as we continue in this location, you can see the stage area. So we normally have our pre-shows, and then after pre-shows we go into the entertainment. Now our entertainment is not restricted to just this location. We do offer entertainment on the outside. So as we turn the camera around, you will see that they are now setting up for our street party, which is done every Tuesday night. So we take the guests on the outside, we give them a little bit of the experience of the Jamaican street side party. Now another area that we also do entertainment is on the beach. So every Friday night we have a beach party. We have also like live cabaret performer, but we also have the fire dancers, the limbo dancers, the fire breathers, you name it. So this is our beach area. We have one of two beach locations. So this beach area is where a lot of our entertainment activity takes place. And remember, I did say that we have 6 restaurants. I showed you one of the other dining experience. So we're gonna take a look at another one of our dining experience. So this area, as you can see, we have our seaside jerk hut. So the seaside jerk hut is where you can get your jerk chicken and your jerk pork. Now the hut is open from 12 noon until 5 p.m. every day. So the guests that are dining by the pool area and dining by the beach area, they can get a jerk chicken and jerk pork by the hut. As we look around this section, we'll also see the smoothie bar. So the smoothie bar also services the guest that is on the beach and by the pool desk, but between the hours of 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. And the good thing about this is that you don't even have to get up. We have the beach cabana beach concierge, as well as we have our pool concierge. And what they do is they go around, they take your drinks order for you. So you can sit by your lounge chair, the concierge will just come and take your order, get your smoothies for you, and then serve you at the location. If you look further down, you'll see that we also have cabanas that are on the beach. So we have those who just don't want to use the lounge chairs, but they want something a little bit more sophisticated. We have the cabanas that are located on the beach. These are at an additional cost. Some of them do come with sunrise breakfast. Some of them come with at the end of your stay. So you can actually book the cabana for the entire day from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. in the night. Now as we continue further, we look at the water sports area. Now water sports is where you can book all your non-motorized water sports activity is included in the package. So if you wanted to go sailing, kayaking, paddle boat, hydro bike, you can do that by the water sports area. Glass bottom boat ride is also included in the package, so the guests can go boat riding. However, if they want to go snorkeling by the reef, if they wanted to do scuba diving, that will come at an additional cost. So we are PADI certified. We do have instructors that are PADI certified. So you'll make all that arrangement right here by the water sports. As you can see today, we have the red flag out. So it means that it is too rough out. So the guest is not able to go out. But once you see a green flag or a yellow flag, that means you're good to go. Alright, so we are going to depart from the beach area, but before we do so, just take a look at this beautiful view all the way around of our beach area. The building all the way down to the bottom there is where you'll find our spa. So even our spa has a view of the ocean. The spa has 11 treatment rooms, but the guest is not limited to doing spa services by the spa. They can go into the ocean, they can pick their paradise, they can go in any garden area on the pier or in their room to do the spa service. Now one thing that I really want to point out to you by the pool deck, so we're going over the lovely bridge to enter to our water slide, and I did make mention that it's 202 feet. So the water slide actually enters through the bling disco and comes all the way down. So we do have the entertainment staff that coordinate activities using the water slide, or you can just use it on your own between the hours of 11 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Alright, so we're now heading over another bridge that takes you to the games arena. But just before we do that, I want to show you a view of the piano bar. So up the stairs we have the piano bar here. Piano bar is opened at about 9:30 p.m. and we have a piano player that is there that does piano melodies. Alright, so we're headed back to the games arena. Now this area is called our games arena, and by the games arena we have our pool tables as well as our table tennis. We also have our gift shop, our treasure chest gift shop. Treasure chest gift shop has a wide variety of souvenir items, and the prices are very competitive with Ocheria, so you don't even have to leave the property to go shopping. So we're going to enter the treasure chest gift shop, and you will see the variety of souvenir items that we have in the gift shop. And of course, we can't miss out the legend that is Bob Marley. So any souvenir items reflecting Jamaica, we have them even for the children, even though we're an adults only resort. As we depart the gift shop, we're gonna go over into our garden area. But while we're headed there, let's take a look at some of the items that we have in our gift shop. Alright, so we are still in the garden area. Something to point out about this property is we're not located on the main road. We're off the main road and we're secluded in a garden area. So that's why we call it Paradise Cove, because here is really paradise. We have lots of lush vegetation, lots of greenery, lots of food. And as we walk and take a look at some of the guest rooms, you'll see a banana tree over there. We have coconut trees, gooseberry trees on property, and everything that I'm mentioning is some of the fruits that we have here in Jamaica. So I did mention that we have 9 buildings. We have a total of 225 rooms, as I had mentioned earlier. They are located in 9 buildings. Each of the buildings have 25 rooms. They are located on 3 floors, so no elevators. If you have somebody that has a little challenge with taking the stairs, then you can just let us know and we'll arrange that for you. So we're gonna head over to our Platinum restaurant, which is our Caribbean restaurant, another one of our gourmet restaurants, and then we are going to tell you a little bit of that about that restaurant. So we're coming close to the ocean front, and in this location we have 2 restaurants. We have the Court Jester's Fire Oven. Now the Court Jester's, it's a pizzeria, so you get pizza straight from the oven between the hours of 12 noon until 6. And then at 6:30 it's transformed into the Platinum restaurant, which is the Caribbean restaurant. Caribbean restaurant is by the sea, so you have beautiful views of the sea. Now something to let you know is that this resort is on the northernmost tip of the island, so you have beautiful views of the ocean, not just from your room, but you are seeing those views from at least 3 of the restaurants on property. So let's take a look at the beautiful views that we have as they prepare for dinner. So we have a cabana that is located by the pier, so you're getting beautiful views of the ocean as well. And as we continue around this area, you'll notice that we also have views of the ocean while you are dining. Alright? Now, we did mention that the tides are high, so if you notice, we can't put anybody on the outside today because the tides are really splashing. But we're going to take you up close so you can see this amazing view that we have from just one of our restaurants on property. Alright, so servicing the Platinum restaurant, we have Platinum and servicing the Platinum restaurant as well as the Jasper's Chilling Bar, we have our Sunset Bar. So the Sunset Bar, we're going to head upstairs to the Sunset Bar. One of the cool things about the Sunset Bar is that you can get to see beautiful sunrise as well as you can get to see beautiful sunset. So as we head up to this bar, it will be open when those restaurants are open, but it's also open in the night until 1 a.m. And take a look at this view, everyone. You are in this area. You get to see the sunset a little later on. Sun starts setting at about 5:30, but we're just going to look at this view all the way around. Alright, so this location that we're in is where you'll find all our ocean view, oceanfront and junior suite rooms. There's yet another cabana that is located in this area. All ocean views over here. This is a fitness trail that we have on property, so it goes around the entire perimeter of the resort. Starts by the spa area, ends by the spa area. So the fitness trail has 10 different stations. You can do that with the gym instructor that is here on property and included in our all-inclusive package. He comes in as early as 7 a.m. to do power walk. Power walk would include some of these fitness trails that we have on property. So this is one of the stations that we have on the fitness trail. We have the giant chessboard here, and then we have hammocks all over the place. So if you want to just relax by a hammock, I feel like doing that right now, but I'm on the job so I can't, and I'm being videoed, but who knows. Alright, as we take a look at this area, we're just seeing all these beautiful views. All of these rooms are seeing that view that we showed you earlier. So we are headed now to look at one of our wedding locations on property, which is our wedding gazebo. Now, speaking of weddings, we do have wedding coordinator on property that can help you plan your big day. So we give you some pre-designed wedding options. So if you're uncertain of what you want to do for your wedding, we do have some packages that you can look at. But if you're someone who wants something different, something unique, we can actually customize a wedding package for you based on your needs. This is our Aquamarine Bar and Grill, and this is what makes the dining experience almost 24 hours here on property. This grill opens at 11 a.m. in the morning. It goes straight through the night until 2 a.m. the following morning. Of course, the bar closes at 6, but you'll find a chef, you'll find a server in this area. This is another one of our pool areas, so we do have the jacuzzi tub, we have the swimmer pool bar over there, and we have the whirlpool tub. Alright, we continue over to this area, to one of our most popular locations on property, which is our wedding location. So this is our East Pier as well as our East Beach. So the East Pier is one of the popular wedding locations. We can host a group of up to 25 persons in this location, as well as we have the beach location that is here. So the quiet beach is for the guests that doesn't want any music, wants no entertainment. They just sit in this area and they relax. It's also a cove, so if you wanted to go snorkeling in this area, you can do that. So our East Beach, if you want to get married, dip your foot in the sun, or the East Pier, if you want the ocean but you don't want your feet in the sun, so you get to see, you get the best of both worlds. So we're headed back now to the quad area. Location I'm taking you is one of our areas that are popular for group bookings. So as we head over, these rooms, of course, they do have the view of the ocean. So let me tell you a little bit about the category. We have our premier level rooms, which is our entry level rooms. We have our pool view rooms. We have our ocean view guest rooms. We have our oceanfront concierge rooms. And we have two suites. We have our garden view junior suite and we have our oceanfront junior suite. Now, the building that I'm going to take you in, so we're assuming that we've seen 5 buildings. We're going to see the other 4 buildings, and those 4 buildings is where you'll find our premier and our pool view rooms. So the reason why we call it the quad is because we have 4 buildings that are joined together. So 25 rooms each, total of 100 rooms in that area. Very popular for group because it seems very private. You have your own pool area, you have your own swimming pool bar, you have your own jacuzzi tub. But I'm going to wait until we get there. So we're going to head over, taking a little more view of the gardens as we head over to the quad. The locations that we used to do private candlelight dinner. So if you're celebrating anything special, or if you wanted to do a proposal, this is an ideal location. It's rustic, it looks very historic, and it adds to the charm of being on this property. So away from the ocean, away from the garden, just a nice little setting for a romantic candlelight dinner. We are approaching the quad. In this building is where you'll find the premier level and the pool view room. It's a little bit noisy in this area, I must tell you, because everybody's having fun and enjoying themselves. We have our pool volleyball that is done here, but you have a large pool area, you have a swimming pool bar, you have the jacuzzi tub. And this is why I say if you have a group of 100 persons, this is an ideal location for them, because you feel like you're on your own property, in your own little secluded spot. You can have a little party, have fun in this area without disturbing anybody else. So the room categories I mentioned that we have in this building is our premier level room as well as our pool view. So we're going to take a look at one of those room categories. We have the sun deck all the way up to the top, the stairs leading up to the sun deck. Or you can just hang out by the bar, hang out by the jacuzzi tub, hang out by the pool. I mentioned earlier we're headed to look at one of the room categories that we have in this quad building. So we're going to take a look at building 1. It's on the ground floor. We're going to take a look at one of our pool view room category. Now, before we get to that location, we have a tennis court right over there. We have a total of 2 tennis courts on property. They are fully lit. We have a tennis pro that is here between the hours of 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. So if the guests wanted to play tennis, you can do lessons with them, or if they wanted to play tennis at night, it is fully lit, so they can go by the front desk and get the rackets. All right, so we're going to head over to look at one of the guest rooms on property. Alright, so we are taking a look at our pool view guest room. This is with king size bed. Now just to point out, every room in the hotel has a refrigerator. In the refrigerator we have bottled water, sodas and juices, and that is replenished every day. So drink as much as you want, we'll replenish it the next day. We also have a nice walk-in closet area with an electronic safe large enough to hold a laptop. We have the king size bed, huge big screen television, and we also have our bathroom area. So because you're on the ground floor, the guests can walk out to the pool area. So here's our bathroom. They're beautiful. It's a shower. So for the guests that is in the ocean view and the ocean front and the suites, they will get the whirlpool tub. But for this room category, which is the pool view and the premier, they have the showers, but I think that is good enough. To point out also, they can, if you're on the ground floor, you can just open up and go straight on the balcony from your room. Alright, and then right next door we're going to take a look at another one of the room categories that we have, which is same room category, but in this case this one has 2 beds. Alright, so we're going next door and we're headed into the same room category, but as I mentioned, 2 beds in the room. Still have your fully stocked bar, still have your closet, and then going over to this section we have our 2 beds. Also to point out, we do have rooms that connect, so we have at least 35 rooms that has twin beds. Also we have around about the same amount of connecting rooms. So beautiful shower. We do have 2 rooms on property that is designed for the physically challenged. So the bath area is a little bit larger, so you can roll in, and then they can roll in their wheelchair as they head in or outside of the room. So we're headed outside. We're gonna go back to the lobby, but just before we go to the lobby, we're gonna take a look at one of our meeting rooms. Now we can't show you inside of the meeting room because it is in use right now, but we're just going to show you a view of the meeting room. And we head back on the outside. So there we have our meeting rooms that are on property. We have over 3,000 square feet of meeting room facilities that is on property. It can be opened up into one large room, as well as it can be partitioned off into 2 rooms without disturbing anyone. Right? So we're gonna head back out to the front. The last location that we're going to pass is our Irie Cafe. The Irie Cafe is where you can get your espresso, your cappuccino, your latte, your hot chocolate, you name it. Open as early as 6 a.m. in the morning until 10 p.m. in the evening. Alright, so we just concluded our virtual visit of the property. Thank you all for going on that experience with me. I hope you took pictures or virtual pictures. Our team at the Jewel Paradise Cove consists of some fun and exciting bunch. Fun facts, we are on TripAdvisor Hall of Fame and number 2 in our area. So we are known for our warm and friendly service. So book that vacation, come to Jewel Paradise Cove and have fun with us, because you know in Jamaica everything is Irie.